Today's students are preparing to enter a world in which colleges and businesses are demanding more than ever before. To ensure that all students are prepared for success after graduation, the Common Core establishes a set of clear, consistent guidelines for what students should know and be able to do at each grade level in math and English language arts. Not entirely. Teachers know what's best, what works in their classrooms. That's why Common Core only provides standards for what has to be taught and not how it has to be taught. The expectations of students in the Common Core state standards are backed by research and the expertise of educators of what is developmentally appropriate for children to know and to be able to do in literacy and math in early grades. States continue to have the flexibility and authority to choose the assessment they believe is best to measure statewide academic standards. Many states have decided to work with other states to develop common assessments that will provide meaningful feedback to parents, teachers, and policymakers to ensure all students are progressing toward attaining the skills they need to be successful in college, careers, and life.
Common Core has many benefits. It doesn't require students to memorize what they are taught, but it requires creative thinking and problem solving in order to complete work efficiently and effectively. Common Core also allows teachers to bring to students their passions and what is relevant to them today. I do, especially for math and reading too, because it's more specific in reading. But for the math standards, the coolest thing is that they're taking more off our plates so that we can dive deeper into it. Right now, we're teaching all this stuff, and there's not always time to do this, the why. But this is going to give us the time to do those whys and let our kids be true thinkers as to why this process is going on. I think that Common Core should stay the way it is now. In the future, once Common Core is implemented correctly, it should move into other subjects. For now, it should stay involved in English and math.
A lot of people ask, is Common Core a good thing or a bad thing? This is a tricky question because there's gray area that lines both. Essentially, Common Core should be implemented in schools because it is always great to have a base level of learning for children to grow from. And I can understand where people would say it's a bad thing as well in that they do clump all of them together without inviting them to engage in learning. Essentially, what I would say is that it's a great way of learning, but it needs to be implemented a little bit better. Kind of like the analogy of a tree, as Common Core is the roots and the children being the actual stump growing to the branches. Common Core is not being implemented correctly. Essentially what Common Core does is it lumps a bunch of students into one category, not allowing other students to engage in different ways of learning.